Greetings. I am Rovan, gatekeeper of this sacred and ancient holocron. If you have the time, allow me to tell you a story. Above all, the Force is mysterious in its ways. One could spend a lifetime studying it, and still only uncover a mere fraction of what it is capable of. Its use, however, is something that has been contested over for countless years. The Jedi seek enlightenment and wish to use the Force as an ally, while the Sith seek dominance over the Force and use it as a tool to break their chains. This ongoing conflict has not only wreaked havoc within the ranks of both the Jedi and the Sith, but also across the entire galaxy. Mirrormaker, a wise Jedi Master once well respected among his peers, now seen merely as a cryptic old man, has grown weary of such a struggle. Having been indoctrinated into the Order as a child since the age of 10, he lived and devoted his life to the Order that he was raised in. He has stood on the front lines of this conflict and seen firsthand the chaos and destruction it brings. The old man had trained many students in the ways of the Jedi only to see their lives cut short by a foolhardy attempt to strike at the Sith. The code that he once loved and preached now seemed restrictive and full of hypocrisy and fallacies. Bureaucracy and politics now dictated the council. These words were presented before his peers within the council by this Jedi Master and council member, only to have them brushed aside and ignored. The Jedi Council wasn't interested in letting go of their power. Having lost faith in his peers, Mirrormaker stepped down from his council position. The council acted quickly to take control of the situation by visibly assigning him to the consulars. Having seen the politics at play only reassured Mirrormaker of his decision. Without the rank of council member, Mirrormaker was forgotten and became the cryptic old Jedi everyone knew him as. Without the constraints of the council responsibilities, Mirrormaker was able to now freely study the vast cosmic power that is the unifying Force, learning to listen to the will of the Force and hear its true guidance. Through the Force, he was finally able to see clearly and finally realize that his destiny no longer remained within the Jedi Order. At the next assembly, Mirrormaker spoke up before the council and before the entire Order that he served for so long.
The ways of the Force are mysterious to all who ever seek to know it. One could spend a lifetime studying it and still only uncover a mere fraction of what it is capable of. It is through the Force our destinies and paths are forged. Many paths cross and join, but many also go their own way. The Jedi Order has been my home for many years. However, I could no longer sit idle and be part of what it has become. Do not be blind, my friends, for the Jedi no longer serve the will of the Force, no. They serve the will of the Council and the bureaucracy of the Republic. I surrendered my Jedi lightsaber to the Council and departed from the Order, shedding my title of Jedi, seeking only the will of the Force.
Mirrormaker departed Camus via commercial transport, and for the first time in his entire life, he didn't know what he was going to do. He continued to trust only in the will and guidance of the Force, as he was taught to do so. His faith in the Force soon prevailed as the transport exited hyperspace above the world Arcania. Unsure as to the destination, Mirrormaker set forth, giving himself up entirely to the will of the Force. Like a leaf upon the wind, he was taken on a journey that brought him one step closer to his destiny. It wasn't a colorful or easy journey, as he did end up living as a hermit for a few years. All that changed, however, when a loud-mouthed smuggler and his group of friends showed up at his door. The smuggler and his friends asked for Mirrormaker's help with their mission, where they revealed that they were tracking a rogue Sith who sought after the location of the lost Sith archive, Vishus Tuan. Intrigued, Mirrormaker trusted in the Force and agreed to assist. With their destinies now intertwined, the group was able to accomplish their mission and defeat the rogue Sith. Here, Mirrormaker discovered the real mission of the group, to rescue a captive from the rogue Sith. The group offered Mirrormaker a ride to wherever he wanted to go, which finally gave him a chance to leave. Having felt that his reason for being on Arcania had been fulfilled, He accepted and worked a few odd jobs here and there to eventually make enough credits and buy a small ship of his own and parted ways from his new friends. Then, they came. It was quick, sudden, and out of nowhere. Unknown ships from the Eternal Empire emerged and ravaged the galaxy and brought both the Republic and Empire to their knees. Many Jedi and Sith fought in the conflict and died. Those that were left were scattered and broken. As quickly as it had arrived, the Eternal Empire departed from the galaxy and left only chaos and destruction within its wake. This devastation brought the Republic and Empire back to one another's throats. Yet again they declared war. Only this time there was no organized Jedi Order to aid the Republic. During this time of conflict, Mirrormaker was able to travel to many of the ancient sites of the Jedi and reacquainted himself with the roots of what their purpose and meaning actually were. At each pilgrimage site, he would learn and experience new cultures, as well as continuously see the struggle of the galaxy and why it needed the Jedi in other ways other than just fighting the Sith. The Jedi of old were not centralized, but scattered throughout the galaxy to spread their influence and teachings. They were allies to the Republic but weren't tangled up or restricted by it. They only sought justice wherever they needed to. A few sects of Jedi remained strong and continued the fight with the Republic, the Sokan Order, the Green Jedi, the smaller groups that seemed to have survived the destruction of the Order itself, keeping the Jedi Order alive. Grandmaster Satele Shan and the rest of the Jedi High Council have either died or disappeared. War is on every front, and the citizens of the galaxy are the victims of this turmoil. Many displaced people have become refugees seeking shelter on other worlds, only to be turned away by that world's government. The galaxy has fallen into chaos. With the remains of the Jedi Order busy dealing with the Sith Empire once again, Mirrormaker started doing what he could to aid the people he came across in his travels. Constantly on the move, and fully embracing the guidance of the Force, he would right wrongs and exact justice and balance upon the overbearing chaos of the galaxy, bringing back hope once again to the hearts of the downtrodden and inspiring others. His actions spoke louder than words, and soon enough Mirrormaker started to encounter other former Jedi, who also left the Order for reasons of their own. These former Jedi eventually decided to join him on the less beaten path in bringing hope back to the forgotten corners of the galaxy. During the time of chaos and loss, those intrigued and inspired by the old Jedi grew in number. The light pierced through the veil of doubt and uncertainty, once again gracing Mirrormaker with a vision of hope through the will of the Force. This guidance called for him, yearning for him to travel to the Outer Rim, to a small desert planet with hills made of iron. With Force-guided insight, he plotted the navigation coordinates and traveled to the world of Elfrona. There he found the planet's connection to Force strong, wild, and untamed, the Force in its natural state of being. It was here where the Force finally guided Mirrormaker and revealed his destiny, to aid the downtrodden and forgotten citizens of the galaxy, unbound by the politics of the Republic or Empire, in order to once again bring light to a galaxy thrown into darkness. With the flame of hope still burning brightly in the darkness, he called for his companions of shared vision, which was now seen not with discern, but intrigue. The Force led them here for a reason, but with purpose, loyalty to the light without the chains of the Order. We are the seekers of Ashla.